Welcome back, comic book fans, to another episode of Comic Book Geezers. I am Wild Bill, the Unknown Comic, your host, and the founding father of the show right here, co-host.
I am Pete. It's like, I am Groot. I am Pete.
Yes. Today it's favorite Moon Knight covers.
That's right. Character created, debuted in Werewolf by Night, number 32. Anybody out there have it? I'm
Never
still looking for it. It's the only one I don't have, and it's amazing how a character Moon Knight is not a major character, but man, you want to get Werewolf by Night number 32, you gotta pay big bucks.
And then the next one after that is Marvel Spotlight number 28.
That's right, with the yellow cover, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And I had that, and I sold it back
for beer money
back in the 80s. Yeah,
but it wasn't popular then. It was probably...
not at all. And now big bucks, and now they're going to be making the TV show on Moon Knight. So it's like all of a sudden now Moon Knight is even bigger than ever. So, but yeah, some pretty cool covers on some of these.
Yeah, not a very popular character for Marvel, but
like Bill has often said, he's kind of like Marvel's answer to the Dark Knight, Batman from DC in a weird way, sort of, but he's got I think a little bit more kind of facets to his character.
He's got multiple personalities, identities.
Yeah.
3 different ones.
Master of weapons, right, and martial arts.
He was a mercenary, Mark Spector, and he dies and comes back to life possessed by the moon god.
Yep.
Khonshu.
Yep.
He comes back and fights crime. Almost kind of like a parallel to... It's like kind of also a parallel with Batman and the Spectre. DC the Spectre.
A little bit, yeah.
Even though he's not a Spectre, Moon Knight.
Right.
He's been reincarnated. But his power gets stronger with the moon, when the moon is fuller, basically.
Yes, when the moon is full.
He gets stronger.
I'm at my peak.
Yes. So my favorite Moon Knight cover is right here. And this is issue number... Is that 22? No.
15.
15, thank you. Who drew it? I don't remember. But I read it a long time ago in the 80s. I think it's Bill Sienkiewicz. He one of the main artists.
Yeah, he did most of these covers we're going to show today. Yeah. And I you know why that's such a great cover? Because it's all black and white, just like the character, and it's so impactful.
And that's another thing about you're going to see with Moon Knight covers is this is kind of like the turning point of Marvel with covers.
Yeah.
As this is kind of a doorway to the later 80s.
Yeah. As
you're going to see. But these covers are great, but they kind of give birth to blotchy, not so much, more open spaces, more...
and a lot of weird colors.
Yes.
Right? Which I'm going to show you in a second.
All right.
I actually, my number one here, I actually like this cover a lot because of the art. However, the choice of colors is a little bizarre, and this totally was the 80s colored schemes, right? So here
it's
you
got 1981,
or
82.
So this is number 24. Again, an amazing artwork on here, but man, Moon Knight and this kind of like reddish orange pink type of thing, because quite frankly, her whole dress gets lost here because of the background here.
Which I think is the intention.
It probably is, yeah. But I don't know. I just you start to see all these garish colors in a lot of books in the 80s.
So you're getting that modern look on a cover. This is more of a modern.
Yeah.
This isn't something you would see in 1972.
But I love the way Moon Knight is depicted on here. This kind of hunched over, menacing, dark character, right?
It makes him stand out also with the red background. But if this was an early 70s cover, you'd probably see brick wall back here.
Yeah, a lot of detail.
Shells,
right.
The rest of the wicked lair.
And you hit the nail on the head right there. It's the backgrounds that are lacking in the 80s.
Beginning to choke.
Bone and throat.
Yes. Back in the days when art was art.
By the way, Wild Bill is leading Frank Robbins in our poll. So there
this just in.
All right, you're up next.
One electoral vote. Moon Knight number 25. Again, great black and white cover art going on here with some detail.
Yeah, right.
Yes. I wonder if they'll make a Moon Knight game for PlayStation.
I don't know. That'd be pretty cool. And that's
a great idea, Wild Bill.
That's T-shirt worthy and poster worthy.
Poster worthy.
That's kind of It's better, I think, than me with my shirt, but that's really cool.
It's only half the Moon Knight.
Yeah, I know. His whole body would be nice, but that's definitely pretty cool.
I like it. I got more cool stuff.
I know you do. All right, so here, number 10. I have a good kind of battle issue here. Fighting in the water, right, or the sewers, wherever the hell they are.
I think they were down in the bayous of
New Orleans,
yes,
Louisiana, somewhere. So. Yeah,
in Voodoo Land.
So really cool. I like when Moon Knight's getting into it on the cover. Pretty cool.
I like this cover. Has a touch of Joker in it. Yeah, an evil wolf in the background. I will get you.
There you go.
But he's insane to it all. Bill Sienkiewicz cover, I believe.
And I like how his mask is ripped, and so you can see part of his Spectre's face.
He's got this mental breakdown
Yeah.
pose. Is it a cape or a straitjacket that he's breaking out of?
That's right.
But again, great classic cover. You know. So there you have it. That's Moon Knight number 8.
And here we're gonna skip over to number 16. So this is a Cohen and Mitchell cover here, fighting the blacksmith. Get another good battle issue. He's got this big, almost like Thor-ish Mjolnir hammer there.
I wonder if they had substituted him for the Absorbing Man.
Probably would have been better. Because have you ever?
It gives me that Absorbing Man. No, this is a new villain, I guess.
Right. And how often do we see the blacksmith after this? I don't know. Not that I'm aware, but guest star in the Ever-Loving Thing, right?
Number 20. That's kind of like a. This is like a great parallel to like a Batman cover or the Spectra.
Yeah.
With the flames and the giant statuesque Moon Knight over the city. And
I dig that. Nice attention to detail there.
Yeah. This is obviously the Moon Knight character, not Stephen Grant, which is like a parallel to Bruce Wayne.
Oh, yeah.
Then he's the cab driver, Jake.
The cab driver, that's why I forgot about that, yeah.
And then there's a bum also in the car, and I think his name is Lackey. And he's like the Huggy Bear from Beretta. He's always got the scoop on with the street, what's going down. So anytime he needs clues, he goes into the cab identity to work a case. Then if he gets a lead, he flips to Moon Knight, and then his friend is Frenchie, who's like his pilot, and he's like the Alfred of Batman, Frenchie. Okay. So he's got a supporting cast, Moon Knight, in there.
All right, number 27. This is a Frank Miller cover.
Yes.
I like this. This is, again, this is not, again, this doesn't really tell you anything about what's going on inside the comic, but this is like poster T-shirt worthy right there.
Yeah.
I dig that. Good solo shot of him in action on the rooftop. Very well done.
Throwing a little crescent moon dart.
Yep, that's right. Yep.
Coming at you.
Coming at you live. Here we go.
There's also a female interest in this book, but I can't think of her name. I think it might be Marlene.
Yeah, I don't remember.
She's in there.
There you go.
Number 29. Without the character on the cover. An awesome cover. Again. The wolf. And it's, he threw it, but it didn't work. Like the Moon Knight's not alive. Is that what's going on here?
Could be.
Is that what I'm to believe?
Could be.
Great cover without the main character on it.
And Mr. Sienkiewicz is at it again for the sequel to that, number 30. All right, There you have it.
So here's the showdown from the previous one that I just showed.
That's right.
Nice touch.
Yep.
Also, Moon Knight had the very last page on the inside back cover. They would have a one-page advertisement of what the next issue was going to be about.
Which not a lot of comics did.
No. It had some really cool artwork.
Notice the 666 in the background?
Yes. Now.
All right, so now we're into honorable mentions.
Yeah, okay. You go ahead and pull one up if you want. I'm going to show what I was talking about.
All right, so here we got Fist of Khonshu. All right, number 2.
Now.
Pretty cool, fighting some kind of like weird demon creature there.
Yeah, that's great. Go back to the other one you had.
Which one? Oh.
Pull it up. See, that's what we're kind of being told at the end of this issue, right? This is what you get.
Yep.
So they did this quite a bit towards the end of this run, in the
Let's see.
No, wait.
Moment of truth. What does it say? I'll just read the back. The moment of truth. Will the werewolf turn and run, or will he tear Moon Knight to pieces? Will he now? I don't know.
I like how Moon Knight's got his chucks.
He's gonna need him.
Yeah, he should have a second pair.
He's gonna
Going
need
against
him.
a werewolf, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think all you're gonna do is piss him off with the chucks. That's right. Honorable mention. So
Yes.
yeah, thanks for playing along. You were a great assistant on that program there.
Glad to be of service.
Yes, that's what you're here for. All right, honorable mention. This is number 20. Is that 21 or 31? Yeah. I can't read that. That's so fucking small.
21.
Ah,
That's it. You got a lot of UK books here. How do you get a hold of all these UK books?
because I had them specially delivered. No,
Right.
I don't know how this happened.
I thought they're UK. It's a UK one.
No, that just tells you what it is if it was for sale in the UK.
Oh, really?
See,
So-
75 cents.
Oh, okay. Because they never used to do that.
35 pence. Is that P for pence?
Or yeah.
Piss? 35 piss. Piss is less than a pound, right? You could piss a pound, but that would take a long time. 35
when did they
pence.
start? But when did they start doing that? Probably in the 80s, right? Of course.
Well,
That
this,
had to be
yeah,
in the
this,
80s.
is, this
right?
is yeah. This book is like from 82 to 75.
Because they weren't
well, these
doing
books were
that.
75 cents, I think, when the other books were 65 because there were no advertisements on inside these. That's
okay.
why they charged a little bit more.
Because they weren't doing both prices back in like the late 70s and the early 80s. So I've seen a couple of them that you.
Another honorable mention, number
Nah, that's a good
32. This is another great cover.
Yeah, I like that one a lot.
I'm not sure if that's Frank Miller or I'm not sure. Number 31. And you know what? It's hard to find Moon Knights in comic book shops. At least the issues I need. I need the last 3 to finish the run. Then
That's a good one.
they did a second series called Fist of Khonshu. And that's what this looked like. This only went 6 issues. But again, pretty cool. And then they launched a second Moon Knight series. Because the first one in 1980, it ended with 38 issues. So then they came out with Mark Spector Moon Knight. And this went 60 issues. But this is, I give this honorable mention because he's going up against the Hobgoblin, who was like, the main villain. What's the matter?
Spider-Man's there as well.
Oh, okay.
Spidey in the black costume.
Yes. So this is probably like from 92.
That's a great cover, though. I love that close-up of the
This
two
is
of them.
93.
Yeah.
Yep. So
Or 91, actually. Yeah.
this is great for an early 90s book.
Yeah.
But a great cover. I got these cheap at a flea market a few years ago for like $1 a piece.
Yeah,
I'm a Moon Knight fan. I thought the covers looked great. So on the inside art is, got that 90s feel to it, But I definitely, because I was a fan, I'm not going to get all 60 of the Mark Spector version.
No.
Just the ones that I like the covers. But we were talking before about, you want to show something else?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to go number 13, honorable mention for me. I like this because, of course, it's got Daredevil and the Joker. Oh, sorry, the Jester. Pretty cool to bring Moon Knight into the Daredevil's world here, right against one of his arch nemesis there. And I'll throw one more out, and you can go on some more years. So here's number 6. I like this art on this. So here we've got like the little kind of the voodoo doll, right? Pretty interesting. Really good artwork on that.
Yeah, it's definitely a good cover.
Yeah. All right. Wait, I love that one right
Well, we talked about Marvel Spotlight. Number 28 was the first solo comic with Moon Knight, solo story, because he first appeared in Werewolf by Night, number 32. But the second solo was the very following issue, number 29 of Marvel Spotlight.
Jack Kirby cover.
Yeah.
One and only time that he did anything with Moon Knight? I would think so, right? To my knowledge.
I don't really know. I'm not
Yeah.
an expert, but yeah, it was. Yeah, it definitely was. Check it out. This is the last one. Back to Mark Spector, Moon Knight. This is issue 13.
Was he doing his Hawkeye impression there?
Oh yeah.
Actually, he looks more like the Green Arrow in white is what he looks like with a cowl over his face.
Yeah, well, Hawkeye didn't have a cape, did he?
No, he did not.
Mark Spector.
That's a cool one.
This is what, number 8?
9.
That's number 9. The Punisher.
Yeah. You would think.
It's great leaping pose.
that those two guys would make a really good team.
Notice how the legs are not awkward.
No, they're not.
Ready for landing, not to get a broken leg.
Right, it's because Frank Robbins didn't draw it.
That's what I'm saying.
But a good team up, though. Those two guys, I think, are like kind of like vigilante type.
And here's another spectacular team up: Moon Knight and the Ghost Rider.
Yes,
number 25.
Yeah, I like that cover. That's very cool.
You got a couple left?
I do, yeah.
All right.
So here, I think this is another good kind of battle issue. You got the Mona Lisa looking on the back.
That same guy from before.
Yep.
That you showed. But this time his mask is still on his head.
Exactly. And then I wanted to give some love to the first issue. It's not a great cover, but I still think it's pretty cool just because it's the first cover. And, you know.
It's my first issue. It's not a great cover because it's Bill's. I don't know.
No, it has nothing to do with whether it's yours or not.
I don't really approve of it.
No, but I think it's
jealous bastard I am. I wish I had brought mine instead.
All right, easy over there, Fido. Easy. But no, it's just it's the first issue. It's kind of a cool.
There's some fucking ink on it up here. That's what sucks about it.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah.
That's why you said that.
Yeah. No, but it's just it's.
Yeah.
And again, these are all his
multiple. There she is. I think her name is Marlene or Merlene.
Marlene. So wanted to give some love to the first issue. Issue
31, the Mark Spector series, which went 60 issues. Like I only have a couple in the 30s. I don't have anything in the 40s or these ones I'm showing you. And then I have the very last one.
Going on that cover?
That's some voodoo.
Yeah, look at this.
He falls off an apartment building.
Splat.
Apparently, I've read it already, but I don't remember. I got this a couple of years ago. So yeah, I figured the last issue and a great back to the black and white.
Yeah. No
background, but it works for this cover. They've changed the Moon Knight title up above, different from
the logo,
from the previous, which is kind of interesting. And then, when I started buying comics again 4 years ago, I was buying from a guy at this flea market. His name was Eric. Man, he hooked me up with this 2007 version of Moon Knight. I just like this cover. So this is like, out of all comics, this is probably the newest in my collection because it's post 2000. This is the only one I have really in my collection that's like that I can think of.
That's a great cover. I mean, he looks dynamite on it. I love the dark of the background, but with that little purple kind of hue to it. That's really nicely done.
The cover is way better than the inside.
That was my next question. It's like, how's the inside? Yeah.
Oh.
Well, you're going to see how the inside is. There you go.
They're going to like it, probably.
Yeah, well.
They're like, what's wrong with you, Bill? Everything. So you got this inside.
Glossy panels. Right. Yeah, that's not terrible.
No words.
No words.
So
just so everybody knows, one of the things that Bill and I don't like about the newer comics is like you buy a new comic these days, it may look really cool and glossy, but you read it in like 5 minutes because there's no dialogue.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, the old comics from the 60s and 70s and even part of the 80s, I mean, there's stories there. There's no dialogue in this at all. It looks cool, but it's like, you spend $5 on these and you're done with it in less than 10 minutes.
So it has that modern look to it. I don't know. It doesn't have... There we go. So we're getting a little darker here. The grimace.
Oh, there's some dialogue. Couple balloons there.
We're getting into the action. So anyway, you can see a major difference between today's world and
in the old time.
Yeah.
I mean, the art is good. You can't deny it. I don't find with modern comics that you get the bang for your buck.
It's a different animal.
It absolutely is. It
absolutely is.
Well, because, let's be frank. The modern, the attention span of most people these days is not, they don't want to do a lot of reading. It's all visual, right? So modern comics plays on that. It's a lot of, colorful, flashy artwork Not a lot of dialogue. You know, it's not too deep into the storylines because people just don't have the attention spans. Because I mean, how many times you got to read one of these old issues and you're going to sit there
like a Conan issue. It's like it takes you
20 minutes to read a Conan book,
especially the King Conan.
Yeah, I mean
they're like twice as thick and twice as much dialogue in every panel.
Right. So you're there for the long haul.
It's
right?
going to take you 45 minutes to read one of those, at least, maybe an hour.
Yeah, it depends, right? Especially if it's one of the king size or giant size annuals.
So there you have it.
But great cover on that. That's no doubt why you pulled that one today. It's a good choice.
Honorable mention. So that's it for my favorite Moon Knight covers, gang. I hope you liked it. I'm Wild Bill saying, as always, thank you for your subscriptions, your comments. Please click the like button on this video if you liked it. Hope so. And hit that notification bell so that if we crank out new videos, you'll be notified ASAP.
Yeah, so thanks for watching, everybody. We really appreciate it. And I do want to say we've had increased viewership on this channel over the last couple of months. We love it. And, we hear you loud and clear. We were just talking about this before we went on the air. It's like our trips to comic shop shows do really well. And we know you guys love it. One of the things we were talking about is like, we could probably go to a couple of comic shops a month and, people would love watching that stuff. And he was like, I'll go broke because I can't afford, I have no room, more room.
Running out of space, man.
It's like, we just keep buying books, and then Kirk says the same thing. So, but we would love to go to more. We hope, we'll see what's going on with Corona, but we definitely will venture out when we can, even if it's not to buy stuff, just to go and visit comic shops and talk to the owners and stuff and give them some love and some plugs, because that's what it's all about. We want them to survive too and be able to provide, all the wonderful inventory for people like ourselves to buy. So
that's right. So we hope you liked this episode, and we'll see you next time. We got a few other things on the burner.
That's right. So let's hear the Moonlight love in the comments below. Which are your favorite covers? And we'll see you next time for more fun stuff. Right.
All right, guys. We'll see you. Take care.
Take care. Bye.